my name is Faith, and welcome to my channel. I post every Monday, and today I'll be talking about my January wrap up. So I don't really have a script for this video because I'm kind of sick and I just didn't make a script, but I'll still do this video or whatever. Plus, I might have to take a bunch of edit out a bunch of pauses and stuff because my breathing isn't right. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's start off with what. Okay, so some big updates. I shelved We Fall Apart and I started Therapy Confessions. So let's get into why I did this and why I made the change. So I did this because We Fell Apart wasn't working out. I feel like if you watched my what was it my 2024 wrap up video, you know that it wasn't working out because it's I was oh, I don't hate this novel, but it was I was struggling with the novel, and this was because I don't remember if oh yeah, I did turn it into a one POV book by then. Okay, so it was one POV and it was East. Okay, so we're just getting into, I guess, why it failed. Okay, so right, East, the problem with East is that okay, she steals, right? And she does this because I don't know, it's a money thing. It's addiction, I guess. But it's the way her family was reacting to this was quite literally the weirdest thing. Her sister's oh my gosh, I can't be with you if you steal, or I can't hang out with you if you do that. But I'm it's not that serious. And when I say steal, I don't mean sneaking into people's houses. I mean shoplifting. It's no one cares. It's I'm so sorry. It's just the siblings' reaction to this. Okay, I can understand Noah being oh no, saying I don't want nothing to do with you because of that, because he has a whole thing. But the problem is the youngest sister, Joy. I just can't imagine her doing that. She probably just wouldn't care if she just yeah. So it was just, I was practically just acting like it was a bigger deal than it was. And the reason why it was a bigger deal is because I wanted the story to I guess I wanted the I guess I don't know. It needed to be like that in order for the story to work. What type of, oh, there is actually something wrong with my light. I think that light needs to be changed. What type of, okay, am I gonna just turn that light off? Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn this light off. I'll be back. Yeah, because that's annoying. Yeah, no, I'm turning it off and putting another light in. Okay, so I don't know what was wrong with that light. I don't know if it's the rain outside or what, but I decided to turn it off and put on my lamp light, so lighting probably isn't as good, but we have to do what we have to do, I guess. That is honestly the weirdest thing. Or does the light need to be replaced? Maybe something like, yeah, and we fell apart because of that reason. Yeah. And then another okay, so then I started Therapy Confessions, and I know I said oh my gosh, I'm not going to work on Therapy Confessions because I want it to be more experimental and more, I don't even know what I was talking about. So I feel like there's this writer urge, or this literary fiction urge to write an experimental book, but it's I don't even like experimental books, so it's what am I even talking about, you know what I mean? Unless it does turn in, but it's I don't even like that. So yeah, I don't know what I was talking about then. And the reason why I didn't want to write this book is because I said I didn't know most of the plot and stuff, but it's the plot has been stirring around in my brain for a while now. So you know, I just decided to work on it. And so the novel, what's called Therapy Confessions, is about a young woman. She's 20 years old, and she has no social life. She has no I guess she's almost living the life of a teenager, but like because she's so behind in life and stuff like that. And this is things are like this because she dissociates, or yeah, she dissociates from life, and it's just like every time she, like, I guess specifically maladaptive daydreaming, that's the specific thing that she does, and this makes her like behind in life. So eventually she agrees to talk to this therapist, and we watch as they, like, her life gets better and then, like, I guess worse, and it's like her struggles with it, and like coping with the fact that she has wasted so much of her life just not being there, like in the present and stuff, because like, it's like she's 20, like, so her what's called classmates are in college, they're dating people, they have friends, they have, like, they do all these things, but she's like really behind. So that's what Therapy Confessions is about. And I wrote how much words? Almost 4,000 words, and then draft. Oh yeah, plus, oh yeah, another thing that we want to, well, okay, let's just say I wrote 4,000 words in the draft, and I'm on chapter 11. And if you're saying, like, why is this word count so low? It's because I decided to go back to my roots. I decided to, like, do the thing that I always make, like, because I guess I was reflecting a lot this month on past projects, and, like, just because the things, yeah, past projects, how they worked out, how I was able to, like, finish a draft of a book, and yeah, I was just focusing on that. And so, like, for example, in my failed novels thing, my 2024 wrap up, I think those were the two videos that I was, like, mostly contemplating, like, how I used to write. And, like, I should probably have, like, a clip that says, if you see a bunch of skipping in the video, just know it's because I'm sick and I'm taking out all the parts where I'm coughing or something. Yeah, because, yeah. But anyways, what were we yapping about? So we were talking about, yeah, I was reflecting on how what's called I used to write, and how I was able to finish a draft in, like, 2023, 2022. I think those are the only 2 years I've been writing. I think 2021 I wasn't writing, or, like, I started writing, but it was, like, during December. And, like, actually, like, writing to, like, write a full draft or something. So what's called, when I was reflecting on that, I realized that what I did back in the days was I wrote a zero draft. And when I say a zero draft, I don't mean, like, a bad draft. I mean, like, quite literally, this is almost a dialogue draft mixed with, like, almost plotting. It's like, okay, so let's pretend we have this chapter, and what would it be about? We have this girl who eats cake, and she's talking to her mom about it. Okay, right. So if we, okay, that's a very bad, like, thing, like, that's not really gonna work, but, like, as a book. But, like, okay, let's pretend the first chapter, that's what it is. A girl is eating cake, and then her mom and her have a conversation about it. So the first part I would do is, like, I would say, oh, Stacy, let's call her Stacy, is eating cake. Oh my gosh. Okay, Stacy is eating cake. She really likes this cake. This cake is very good. Okay, it wouldn't be that bad, but, like, Stacy's enjoying this chocolate cake in her house. Something like that. Yeah. And then I would have the mom comes into the kitchen, and then I would have the dialogue of the mom and her talking about this cake, and, like, I guess, like, when I'm saying this thought, I'm assuming it's like a what? The mom has eating problems and stuff, so she's probably like, oh, what are you doing? And it would be like her, and then they would have, like, this whole argument, and then the chapter would end. But the thing is, like, this is 200 words. Like, that is only 200 words. It's not like a full on like this is a draft, because it's like the setting makes no sense. Like I don't say anything about the set. I do say stuff about the setting, like they're in the house, they're in the kitchen, yeah, those types of things. And there's barely any action. Like the mom comes into the room, but that's all. Not like, oh, I don't hear her silently coming, I don't know, like silently coming in from the back. And it's just like, I guess her voice would make her realize her mom is behind her and the real thing. So anyways, that's my type of zero draft. And then once I get that zero draft, I turn it into a first draft, which is like the actual novel, and like, you know, the actual like 50 to 100,000 words book. But the zero draft is like 20,000, yeah, 20,000 words. So that's what I do. And so I'm on chapter 11, which, so like, yeah, that's what it basically is, what I mean by I'm zero drafting. So it's like me saying I got through a chapter is not really that big of a deal, because it's like, it's 200 words, unless it's a dialogue heavy chapter. If it's a dialogue heavy chapter, then it's like 400 to 500 words, but it can be beefed up to like probably like 1,000 to, no, like 1,000 words. Okay, but yeah. And then so that's what I'm doing right now. And so let's get back to therapy confessions, I guess. So therapy confessions, I've gone to chapter 11, and I'm in the middle of chapter 11, and it's, so far the draft is like 4,000 words, around there. So what part have I stopped at? Which my goal for this month was to finish the zero draft, but like I feel like I always not fail. And I was actually on a very good track to like finish it then, because it's like I was writing a lot. Like I wrote like, I think for like a week I wrote like a chapter each day almost. Like it was a lot of writing. Well, probably 5 days of the week. Is that one also flickering? Because I'm starting to think it's the rain. Okay. Oh. Okay, staring at the light was not a good idea. But anyways, so yeah, I was like on a really good roll. I wrote like I was writing like a chapter each day, which was like 5 chapters in a week, because I didn't write like for 2 days in the week. And then also like in my video, I wrote like I think I wrote 3 chapters in the week, but I had 2 chapters that you guys saw me write. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. So it's like I did a good amount of writing this month, but this week has quite literally like been the end of that streak, which I don't know what it was this week. I guess part of it is the fact that I'm sick, but I got sick like I think Thursday or Wednesday or something. Wednesday. Like I don't know, this has just been a week where I just don't feel like writing. And I think it's also because we are nearing, like, we're like at the middle of the second act. Like, yeah, we're in the middle of the second act. I've been kind of just planning what will come next and stuff like that. So yeah, I was just planning what would come next. Yeah. And then what else? Has there been anything else that I did? I think that's all. But like, I'd say this was a pretty good writing month for me. Like, I did a lot. Oh, plus when I decided to switch from We Fell Apart to Therapy Confessions was January 3rd. And I know this because I read my like journal and I figured out that's when I did that. So yeah, it was January 3rd. So it's like I've been writing pretty consistently, and it's like I've been doing well, I guess, with it. So I'm proud of the progress I got this month. And I guess my next month goals are to finish this draft, which I think I'm gonna do a video for you guys when I finish the draft, which I'm not gonna do like a reflecting on my draft, because like I feel like it's just a zero draft isn't something worth celebrating because I don't know, it's just 20,000 words, and it's like I feel like I can do like the reflection in the vlog that I do when I finish it, which I don't know when I'm gonna start that vlog because I could have started when the third act starts, but also how many chapters are in the third act, I have no idea. And it's like, or will I do it like the last 3 chapters of the draft? Who knows? I'll do something, I'll figure it out. I always do. So I want to finish the draft. I think I'm gonna make a future books that I'm working on, and I'm good. I think I need to figure out what the next book I'm gonna work on is, which obviously I'm not anywhere near working on a new draft, but like maybe for 2026. Oh, that feels so weird to say, but like yeah, maybe for 2026 I'll figure that out, and yeah, I guess well, no, not figure it out. I think I want to like look at what novel I'm working on next and then like start planning it in my head, because it's just like how many weeks or months, oh no, not months, like I don't know if I'm going to take like 2 weeks off, 3 weeks off, or a month off after finishing the draft. But I think I am going to take some time. I am going to take some time off. Now I think. Okay, filming was quite literally the worst idea I've ever had. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna do this again, but like, we're in it, we're talking about it, so I might as well just finish this up. But yeah, I think I am gonna take a break for the novel, and I think while I'm taking that break, I want to think about like what novels I'll work on next and like the options I have, because right now the novel I want to work on is either Project, almost like Beauty, but like adult version of Project Beauty, or Portrait of a Broken Mind, but like the new version of. Okay, sorry guys, I had to reply to a text my friend gave me. So what I'm proud, like, what was I saying? I was like something. Okay, I was reading their text. Okay, but yeah, I want to figure out, if you watch my failed novels video, you know what I'm talking about. And I think I want to like figure out what novel I'm working on. That's it. Those are, I guess, my February goals. And then is there anything else I did? Yeah, I guess to wrap it up, I went back to I shelved a novel, I worked on a new novel, and I went back to my roots. Yeah. Okay, now let's get into the others part of the video, which I don't know if I'm gonna have like timestamps for the first part, because if I had a script, this would be like way more organized, but like I don't, so yeah. So the others part, I got into U of M, which that was quite the most exciting thing that happened this month. Yeah, because I didn't even think I would get in, because I was like, oh, I was telling my sister like, oh, I'm not getting in, like it's probably going to be a rejection, or at the very best deferred. But then I got in, and I might just go to that college if they give me good financial aid. Then like I'm committing, like yeah, that's been my dream college since freshman year, which I don't want to say too much on that, because if I don't go because of financial aid, then that's gonna be embarrassing. It's just like, oh. Second thing for reading, I read 7 chapters, which this is the 31st. Wait, no, not the 31st. Oh, this is the 30th when I'm filming. Wait, is it? It's either the 30th or the 31st. It's Friday right now when I'm filming this, so I haven't like completed the amount of books that I'm supposed to, but like I've read 7 books. I'm assuming I'm gonna read an extra book, so 8 books because I'll finish the book I'm currently reading by the end of the day. So whatever day it is, I'll have that book done. So 8 books for the month, or 7 if we're being technical. What else have I done this month? This is gonna be a really short, what's called January wrap up, because like this month went well. Or am I just like not yapping as much as I usually do? I don't know. Or are these videos, how long are these videos typically? Is it like 20 minutes or is it 25 minutes? I don't know. Okay, let's stop, I guess, procrastinating ending this video. But thanks for watching. Oh, okay. Me forgetting my outro. Thanks for watching. Bye.